How difficult was life back at home in Nepal when you were young?
I remember we had very small money as well, which is 8 rupees a month, which is less than 4 Ps a month.
There was no electricity. There was no heating. We had to fetch, my mother has to fetch water from distance about 5-10 miles.
We cannot offer anything, for example, clothes or shoes.
But these days, everything is changed because there is electricity in my village. There's water in your own house, television there, telephones there. It's brilliant. But when I was born, it wasn't like that. It was very difficult indeed.
What was it like during training?
After getting enlisted into the Gurkhas, the basic training that we did as a new recruit after coming to Malaysia was all about fighting battles, how to kill the enemy, and how to survive. The training must be tough for a soldier to fight in the battle and to achieve bravery, to survive and to destroy your enemy.
Can you tell us a time when in conflict it was difficult for you?
I was in the para company for 5 years. We were in the jungle warfare with Indonesia from 1963. The jungle warfare was very hard. We stayed in the jungle for 2 to 2.5 months, followed by 2 days back at the base and back to the jungle again. We crossed the border and traveled without foods for 4 days to go behind the enemy post and counter-attacked with a success. We then observed the area in front and given clear to move out. But after moving forward just 50 meters, we came under a fire. We lost many of my colleagues here. Some of my friends were very fortunate as they had bullet holes in the head. Some had light grazings. Some had bullet holes in the water bottles. One of my closest friends, a senior to me, who was enlisted 2 years before me, got shot and died on the battlefield. There were many losses from the enemy side as well. We flew from Singapore at 1 a.m. to our drop zone. The containers to be dropped were very heavy. Once it was released from the cargo bay, the container went crashing down and smashed as it hit the floor, destroying many weapons. An unusual and sad incident happened. There were 66 paratroopers flying to our drop zone. 33 jumped out from one door and 33 from the other. The airplane orbited the drop zone and left. That airplane crashed on its way back and all 6 crew on board had died. Had it crashed while we were on board and on our way to the drop zone, then we would have all probably died. There were just 4 of us who went on an operation in that hostile Brunei jungle. It was not just for 1 or 2 days. It was for 1 or 1.5 months at a time. That was a difficult time, and at that time, we did not have hopes of returning back alive. During daytime, we would remain in the jungle and at nightfall go to the village. We carried various goods with us from the drop zone. We gave our goods to the locals. So at night, when we went to the village, we had to win the hearts of the locals.
What do you think makes the British Gurkhas better than the rest?
The most important is because of our background, because of our history. This year, we are celebrating 200 years serving under the Crown. So, because of we came from very different background, our training, our way of thinking, and working in the group is compared the other is very different.
And you can go around the world, you can be involved in all sorts of activities. For example, fighting with Taliban and also Iraq, And also in the old days, you could go and you were doing the job in the borders in Hong Kong as well.
In Nepal, we didn't have any choice. Our dream was to join the Gurkhas. That was our dream. Any young boys, if you ask, 16 years to 22, their dream is to join Gurkhas because it's life-changing.
How was your life when you left the Gurkhas?
Well, once you leave the army, you need to find some other job, don't you? Came all the way from Nepal for an interview for a job in West Midlands. And they have accepted me. And since then I've been as a camp commandant before. Now I'm the training safety officer and commandant of East Anglia training area now.
I had a very good opportunity, I myself with my brother and family, running a business. I'm very fortunate to settle in the UK and running a business, restaurant and pub.
If you could do so, would you do things differently?
If I could rejoin the army, I would do that same again, if I could. I like the army life so much.
My dream was to join the Gurkhas, which is I success. And if I do it again, yes, definitely I'll join the Gurkhas and do it again.
The army, the Queen, and the country has given me so much that I have educated my 2 children in the best universities possible. And they are now doctors and IT, professionals. So I like to do that again if I can.
How did you feel when you were guarding the Queen at Buckingham Palace?
This is one of the dream for any Gurkha officer. So basically, every year, the Gurkha captain selections to go in the serve Her Majesty Queen, Buckingham Palace. So I'm the one luckiest to do that 2006 July to 2007 July. So our job is to escort Her Majesty Queen from her residence to the ballroom where the recipient received the medals. So I was very proud, honored, and as I said, any Gurkha officer is one of the dream job is to do that job.
I understand you were awarded an MBE. Can you tell me more about this?
I was shocked as well, I used to work hard all the time since I joined the army. And I think because of that, I was recommended by my commanding officer. So the Queen has invited me to come and collect my MBE in 96. But I said, look, I can't come now, but I will come next year. So I came back in 97, went to Buckingham Palace, got the MBE from the Queen, which was brilliant.
We have come to the UK, a foreign land, leaving our motherland behind. The British government has given us the opportunity to come here, given us shelter and happiness. I would like to thank the British people, wishing them to be prosperous. What else can I say?